dead without us, right?
That's right.
Okay, go ahead and tell us why you brought Bentley to
our
us.
shelter. Bentley came to our shelter about 4.5 months ago.
4.5 months.
They
Okay.
kept him isolated almost all the time because they were worried about his behavior with other dogs.
Okay, so this is the first time he's been with other dogs in
Yes.
4.5 months.
Yeah, this is the first time he's really been together in the same space with other
Okay,
dogs.
just tell her.
And
Just tell her, just tell her. Okay, so now he's with 2 new dogs. She's a bitch. So, you know, and she's intact. Has he been neutered?
yes. Yeah,
Good.
he's needed.
How long ago was he neutered?
Probably shortly after he arrived, which would have been sometime in late August.
You can tell he grew up with his testicles and the, you know, testosterone. He's
Yeah.
got great bones. I don't think he's pit bull.
Yeah, no, he is very handsome and
He's beautiful, but he's big
strong
and intimidating.
dog. He's
Mhm.
about 75 pounds.
So why were they going to euthanize him? Did he bite people?
No, he never bit anyone. And
Did he attack any dogs?
No, he never had a chance to really, but he didn't behave like he would attack any dogs. He just,
They're going to
he
mark.
was obviously
Bentley!
uncomfortable.
Angus, don't mark. Good boy. Good boy. Don't mark. They want to mark because they want to talk to each other with chemicals. But see, if I could just let him out front, they could mark out there. But I can't because I don't know if he wouldn't run away.
Yeah,
Just-
he's too new.
He's too new. But
Yeah.
so I'm going to probably get a little pee, and that's not what I want. Good boy, Bentley.
Hey, Bentley, yeah, he does, especially once he starts marking, then he'll do it again, of course, I guess
Yep.
any dog would. But
So I just need to keep it down.
Yeah.
But so he didn't hurt anyone, but they were scared that he would. What made them think he would bite somebody?
I think because he gets excited, he's been left alone a lot in an enclosed back pen.
Yes.
And when somebody comes out, he really loves human companionship
Okay.
more than anything else.
Good boy, Romulus. He's jealous.
And he would
Hi!
sometimes
Hi,
jump up.
Bentley! Hi, Bentley! You gonna jump on me? Yes.
Yeah.
So he jumps, and he's really powerful.
But you can
Does he
quickly
bite you
teach.
when-
No, he
No,
never bit.
okay.
Well, actually, he mouths. He does what I
He
call
does
mouth.
mouth. Okay.
But I taught him not to do that. I would just take myself away from him briefly. And,
Okay.
And he wants to be with us, so
So that's a
works
good
for that.
consequence.
Yeah.
He wants to be with you, so removing yourself
I'll turn this
is a
down.
good consequence. Okay. So I'm gonna put him. Could you put him on leash? And let's
Okay.
just take him outside so we can mark with the
Alright.
other 2. Now, so for his first day with dogs, how do you feel this went?
This is amazing.
Were you expecting it to be this good so quickly?
No, I'm so happy to see him acting like this and being just a normal, happy dog.
Just a normal happy dog. He didn't
Yeah.
have a reaction to my child, which is because you know, had he really had a problem with children, now you've seen the place. I can't risk that.
Right.
So I don't have until I have a completely separate area. Then I would need that shed and that area away from the house because it's not. Kalen never needs.
Yeah.
And if he was going to kill cats, and you know,
Yeah,
Kalen's
right.
cats and our cats are very important.
The only time we passed cats where there were 2 cats in a driveway
ahead and go out.
when we were on a leash walk.
Good girl, Helen.
And he barely paid them any attention.
Did you get that conky? That's good. Yeah, I haven't seen a bad reaction to cats. Horses. He's definitely got some I want to eat horses in him. But hey,
Yeah.
we can work on it.
Uh-huh.
And he doesn't need to go to a home with horses. But yes, he jumps, so we wouldn't want small kids at this point.
Yeah, right.
Like Kalen's age, we'll train him.
Because he can kind of do this sometimes if he gets really excited.
So nippy,
Or with the wrong person, you know.
and he's strong.
Yeah.
Why are you letting him pull you, Kirsty?
I shouldn't be.
Yeah, you're training him to pull.
Yeah, I know. I remember what you told me.
But that's okay because I'm distracting you.
Yeah.
And it's totally okay because we'll work on all that. But there, let him mark over that. That's
Okay.
important. We need to have that chemical conversation. The billboard for dogs. Ooh, the news, the local news.
You're going to run out of your supply.
I hope so. He does that really cocky digging. See that digging? That's spreading
he
his.
does that all the time.
That's a really cocky dog that does
Yeah.
that. My Jack Russell did that. He
Yeah,
passed
I
away
keep
this year.
trying to avoid him tearing up everybody's landscape when he does that.
Yeah, so I really have to watch the roses. I will be in a lot of trouble
Yeah.
if he kills the roses. But see, he really needed to mark,
Yeah.
so we couldn't have stayed inside with that. He didn't mark inside, but he wanted
that is
to.
good.
So it's
Yeah.
really good. But you see, I have to be willing to come out and go back in again every 5 or 10 minutes with a
Yeah.
new dog. It's crazy.
Hang on.
Good boy. There you
Except
go.
he's on the leash and the others aren't, and I'm not quite sure whether I should be
I
you
see
know,
what you mean.
working the same way I would if he were just
Yeah.
me and him and me on the leash.
Yeah, just don't let him drag you everywhere, and you don't
Okay.
need to move much. He can pee
Right,
and poo, do whatever he needs to do, but he shouldn't get the
Yeah.
impression that when he's excited and things are happening, he can use his force to drag a human.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's just my
No,
my
yeah, but
preference.
you wouldn't want him to learn that because
no.
he's
And he
so
has
strong.
learned that, and
Yeah.
shelters do teach that, but I want that out as soon
Yeah.
as possible. I want anyone, because part of this is I want someone to be able to walk him. He's an intense looking dog. If he decides to go up and meet another dog or person,
Yeah.
and they're scared of him, I
Yeah.
don't want anyone. So I
Well-
need to teach him, because people are harder to train than dogs.
On Saturday we were walking, and of
Good
course
boy.
it was the
Let's
day
go ahead and
before
walk a little bit.
Christmas, and there were two people with
Good.
three dogs.
Good
and,
boy.
I saw them coming, so I gave him about 30 or 40 feet.
Good boy. Good girl, Helen.
But,
Yeah, that's
and,
great.
But he
Well,
did
that's-
kind of whine and yelp a little bit.
Yes.
You know.
Okay.
Didn't pull too hard.
See how his tail's in that position?
Yeah.
So he's feeling full of himself.
Yeah.
He's feeling cocky, but his hackles aren't, and his hackles, it's pilo erection because they're nervous or not
Yeah.
sure. So he's gotten over that with Lance. I knew they'd be a match because he's so confident.
Yeah.
And he
that's
didn't
good.
try humping him at the beginning or mounting him.
Yeah.
I mean, he may try humping once they're playful, but he will kick his butt without hurting him. He needed a big dog to play with. And Hella won't allow anything, but she's a female, it's different. They're more
Yeah.
polite with females and more cocky with boys. So I needed, because my border collie would just hate him. Just
Oh, yeah.
hate him
Oh,
immediately.
because of the way he looks.
Because he's just cocky and full of himself and playful, and
Right.
like my border collie wants everyone to calm down. My border collie's a Nazi, he just wants everyone to sit down in the corner and be quiet and leave me alone because I'm his. So he doesn't want that behavior.
Yeah.
Good boy. All dogs. So I can learn, but with you, sorry,
Okay,
with
there
all
he
dogs I
goes,
can
yeah.
start teaching a recall.
Yeah, I've got to. Yeah, he does come
Good boy, that's good.
when he's called.
That's
but
good.
but he doesn't come reliably all the
Okay,
time.
no, I could see that. I was convinced he would shoot off and run around. But if he finds out he can go through the barrier because it's not got the electric on yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stop that. That was really good.